Welcome again, friends and family, to another episode of Something's Coming, your favoritist podcast in the whole universe. It's your host for today, Old Nims.
Mm-hmm.
We have a very special guest in the building, but before we introduce him, I want to throw to my amazing, handsome, intelligent co-host for the day.
Hey guys, it's Khan, aka Wise MF. It's your boy Zeke. You're looking good too, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Fresh out the gym.
Sitting biceps.
Yeah. You know, just doing what I can on a Friday morning.
Well, look, without further ado, we're introducing our guest, Mark, aka Moneymaker Mark. Welcome to the podcast.
Cheers, thank you. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me for this morning.
No, please. The pleasure's all ours. We've got quite a story with Mark to get into, and a lot of gems to kind of pass on from Mark. But one thing you might have noticed, like straight off the bat, is that he's got the silkiest voice in the known universe. So, Mark, thank you for sharing your voice and your wealth of knowledge with us.
No worries, anytime.
Is ASMR for everybody on the mic?
Smooth FM if you're watching.
Mark.
Mark is the guy. So look, just to give you guys a bit of kind of background as to why, we've got Mark in the building today, we've been blessed with Mark's presence. It was quite a journey. We were kind of in the process of kind of conceptualizing the podcast, almost like the point where we're like buying equipment and making it a real thing. I want to go back to, I think, November last year, 2022. It's a beautiful, spring, summer, Sydney afternoon. We're on the way to K-Man's birthday. Shout out to the big K-Man, 31, I think, at the time. And get an Uber from the house. And, Mark rolls through in the Corolla, kind of picks us up. He's got the shades on. He's got the smoothest voice in the game. And... we felt the vibe straight away. We had, I think, a 30-minute or like 20-minute ride out to the east from the inner west, and the conversation was flowing so naturally. Mark was passing on gems. I think we were in a really unique position where I think someone like in an older generation was kind of willing to listen, take on a lot of kind of what we were saying, but then also pass on gems and really kind of pass on game that you don't really learn in life unless you have experience and you have knowledge. So, after that conversation and obviously sharing a bit about this passion project with Mark, we really wanted to get him on board. And, he gave us the business card, as the old school hustlers do.
Yeah, they need to bring that back.
Now we've got, what I like to call Moneymaker Mark on the podcast, because the man has a lot to share, a lot of hustles, if you don't mind me saying, and with the utmost respect. So Mark, before we kind of get into you and your story, we might actually quickly touch on what everyone's wearing for the day.
Sure.
So
check.
Yeah, please. Zeke, start us off, man.
Yeah, man. I got starting from the bottom, I got the Air Farce ones.
The Farce.
All the way from the third world. And then you got the Uniqlo relaxed, easy ankle fits.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
like
mean?
that. I
Feeling
like
very
that.
relaxed.
Trying to stay comfy. I also got the Uniqlo black t-shirt. This one's a crusty one. There's a hole in here somewhere. Don't go looking. That's it, man. And then, stole the cap from the little sister.
Yes,
Like
sir.
that, like
That's
that.
me.
Mark, what you got on today, man?
Just the t-shirt
Yeah.
and shorts.
Yup.
And sort of standard wear of a New Balance
Fire.
runners.
Yeah,
That's about it.
It's
Love
the shoe
that.
for the man on the go, isn't
Fire.
it?
Something like that.
Ready to
Yeah.
zip and zag.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Straight from the ops.
Yeah, just looking the part for the driver.
Yeah. Dig that. Nondescript. I like that. Khan, what you got on today, man?
I'm looking very colorful today. Got a little orange jumper and some parachute pants. Shout out to the fans. I'm just wearing some Solomon's shoes as well. So looking feeling very casual for Friday. Yeah.
I dig that. I'll finish off. I'm wearing the dusty Air Force Ones. I think it might be time for a new pair of shoes. got the toe coming out, the bottom, the back's coming out. It's all messed up. But we're doing our best. Uniqlo pants as well, the stretch pants. Bro,
Sir.
Sponsor
Mark,
these people.
I'm telling you, man, these might be the ones for you.
Business on the outside, party on the inside.
Pretty much, yeah. Very airy as well, so it could be the one.
Easy washable would be good for a bachelor like me. So.
Yeah, my man. And then just this baggy little hoodie that I got, and a Braves City Transit A-frame snapback. You know, but I like it because it got the peach on it for my boy.
Yeah,
you know,
appreciate you, man.
if you didn't know, Zeeth has a huge buttocks.
Yeah, you got to pay for that content, though.
massive.
You got an OnlyFans?
Yes, coming soon.
Hey, subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, Mark's like, what the hell is going on here? I didn't know it was this kind of podcast, man. We're going to get into these beverages, my man?
Let's do it, man.
Awesome.
We got a couple of hot beverages, and for our special guest, Mark, we have a cold beverage, but
Thank you, sir.
they're all coffee-based. I'm happy to start us off.
Please do, sir.
I've got a standard classic order from the cafe, a strong flat white. Although he did say, this looks like an FW, though. I feel like they jipped me on an extra shot, but we'll see.
Mmm. Ooh. 2 sips.
You know when you have a first sip, it's like you kind of get a bit of air. It's a bit pretty cool.
Foamy.
The second sip was it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of warmed up my soul. I can feel the coffee dripping down my veins in my arms. My legs. Yeah, delicious. I can't floor or fault a strong flat white. I give it a straight up 5.
Oh wow! You're getting that mix of like bitterness that you like,
Bitterness,
the heat in the coffee.
It's an extra coffee, so there's less milk. The balance is like just right. You know, when you just get a standard shot of coffee in a cup of coffee, it's a bit too milky. This is like this
On the coffee side.
Yeah, the coffiness, all the aroma all throughout the drink.
Aroma. I
Yeah.
like that word.
Yeah.
I might go next and then throw to
Sir.
you, Zeeth, and then finish with Mark. But I got myself a little chai situation. Did you not get it dirty?
I got it dirty.
You got it dirty?
Yeah, I made
It
it
says
dirty.
chai.
We're going to find out.
Does anyone else want this? Anyway, here we go. It just says chai. Okay, I smell some dirtiness there. Okay, here we go. We're going in. By the way, everyone knows what a dirty
I
chai
know
is.
what
Mark,
dirty,
you know what a
what's
dirty chai
dirty
is?
chai? Yeah, I don't know
A
what
dirty chai is just a chai, like a chai tea with a shot of coffee in it.
Ah.
That's the dirtiness, the dirty.
And then some spices.
Yeah, usually it's marked with like an X, but we're here now. It's fine. Bottoms up, as they say.
Is it clean?
Ooh.
Is it dirty?
Ooh. Oh, sorry. I just had an involuntary little noise in the
Bowel
stomach there.
movement.
That's very delicious.
I can smell the flavors, the spices.
And I'm feeling them right now. Yeah, tingling through my body, and I'm getting that cross hit of the tea with the 1-2 punch of tea and coffee, double caffeine.
I like that.
Man, that's really good. I'm gonna take another sip. It's
Double
very hot
sip.
too. Damn, that is good. That's a 5, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
in a row.
Keep
I know.
Keep the good times rolling.
I can't fault it. I wanted to say this place is super overrated and it's got a long line for no reason, but maybe there's a reason.
Damn.
Maybe there's a reason.
Jeez.
Anyway, Z, take us home, man.
All right, I kind of went a bit rogue. I'm not really a hot drinks guy in the morning, but I went with a matcha latte because been seeing it around the internet, so I'm gonna give it a try. Get out of my comfort zone,
Take another sip. Like you mean it.
Yeah.
Nah, that's doo-doo. Yeah.
I think it's just maybe that I haven't given matcha too much of a chance.
Is it your first time?
Kind of my first time doing a matcha latte. I've had
Wow.
matcha treats before.
Yeah.
It's good. It kind of tastes like hot seaweed.
Oh,
Ow.
shit.
You know what I mean? I feel like maybe if it was a cold drink,
Maybe mix it around and stuff.
maybe. Let's see.
You did actually say iced matcha latte.
Oh, did you say iced?
Yeah, but that's all right. That's
Yeah, I didn't
cool.
get
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, hot seaweed.
So,
I guess the 5s are over there.
Out of 5, we going with a 1. The creaminess is nice, but I'm not sure I'm trying to have seaweed in the morning.
5 out of 5 for your adventurous today, man.
Yeah, appreciate you,
well
man.
done.
And
Appreciate you.
that's my
Sounds
bad.
like liquid sushi.
That's what it is.
Oh boy.
That's
The
what
only
it
thing
is.
that could make that better is Mark's voice,
That's
so
it.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yes. We're bringing it
ad-libbed
back
on
up.
Did you want me to hold your mic while you
Actually,
open that
let's
can?
pour in a glass. Let's pour in a glass. Give me 1 sec.
Oh.
I'm gonna pour in a glass.
Oh, lovely. Please, Mark. Do the honors.
Have another sip.
Yeah, two for
For all
getting the
time's sake.
extra taste notes in that.
Yeah, I do actually like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow.
That's an iced mocha, flash brew for a cold coffee. Normally, cold coffee is very hard to drink, especially if it's got milk in it. But that's actually not bad.
Talk us
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
like your taste buds. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they
yeah,
saying
so,
to you right now?
Yeah, just enjoying it, around the back of the tongue, and
Wow.
yeah, it tastes pretty good.
Getting
Yeah.
a balance
Yeah.
of chocolate and coffee.
Yeah, a bit of chocolate, coffee.
Love that.
I like that. Yeah, chocolate and coffee is always a good mix.
Yes,
but,
sir.
But yeah, that's actually a nice balance, and yeah,
That's
tastes pretty
dope.
good, and
Love
a
to
nice
hear it. Love to hear
nice
it.
hit of coffee or caffeine
Amazing.
coming with it as well. So,
Yeah.
So, like, say out of 5, Mark, and we're
Yeah.
talking whole numbers here as well. What do you
yeah,
think?
well, I'd probably go 4.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
very
Four, that's
solid.
From a
That's pretty
0,
good.
it's from a 1 to a 4.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
You had a little motorcycle on your little background there. I think I
Yes,
saw.
yeah.
I love that.
So you are actually the easy rider, huh? You're out here.
Yeah, it's an Indian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got one
Indian
over there.
Scout.
Got him. Anyway. How did Mark get to being money making Mark? You know, that's my question. So take us through your journey, man.
Well, where do I start? Well, first of all, I'd like to say that the journey with you guys in the car was one of the best I've had.
thank you very much.
Shout out
5
to you.
stars.
Likewise,
I've been driving rideshare for coming up 8 years now.
Yeah, wow.
And I got to say, you guys were one of the funnest and most interesting and engaging.
Yeah.
Like it's good, and I believe that's what rideshare originated on,
Right.
was not just getting from A to B,
Yeah.
but also having a journey of engaging the driver with the riders. To
Yeah, you brought
Yeah.
the energy as well. I think
Yeah.
I think there was a connection there as soon as we got in the car, and
Yeah, so but that was so that sort of set the scene. But then you sort of engaged me by asking a bit about my background and so on, and I guess my background's fairly diverse,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
you well know.
Welcome to the pod.
I'm of a fair age, but how did I come to be driving rideshare?
yeah,
It's I saw it as an opportunity to engage with people such as yourselves, and it's also an opportunity to pay the bills.
Yeah.
It's that's got a lot to
Absolutely.
do with it, but sort of leading up to that, I've my background is I've owned my own business for a long time. I actually had a home brew shop
Wow.
for a
Oh,
long
man.
time up in Townsville.
nice.
Yeah, but I also have some study in my background. I've graduated a Bachelor of Economics in 2011,
Nice.
Ray, man.
My man.
and it's it was been a really good grounding for a lot of sort of thinking in my
Yeah.
life. One of the main benefits I got from learning about economics
Yeah.
was a way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Not just sort of looking at the surface and jumping to conclusions, but to actually drill down deeper and have a look at the underlying reasons for what is actually going on.
Yeah.
But it's not just in economics and economic activity in our lives; it's virtually all your life.
Yeah.
So one thing I'm eternally grateful for was the teachings from, or what I learnt on how to look at things. Rather than just be educated
Yeah.
in economics, I was actually educated in how to look at things and
Yeah.
Navigate
how to
life.
think.
Critically analysis.
Yeah.
Critically analyze things and
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
strategically think. Yeah.
Not what to think. It's sort of, it's easy to fall into the trap of being taught what to think, but what you really need to do, what people really need to do, and what I discovered for myself was it's about how to think.
Yeah.
And
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just quickly, actually, a couple of questions on that journey. So, it sounds like you came into, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. It sounds like you came into higher education later on in your life.
Yep.
And do you think that maturity-wise, you were in a position to take on knowledge and, you know, absorb it in that way? And like, you know, not like, because when I was at uni, I wasn't learning to think. I was learning to get past my degree. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so do you think, one, that was kind of the right time for you to kind of go through that process? And two, did you ever get like funny looks at people for being a mature age student? Like, because I remember kind of being in tutes with mature age students and thinking, man, these guys like just fucking take a day off, man. They're like so into the class. You're like, man, relax. But I guess you're coming at it from a completely different angle to an average student who, you know, might be not seeing through the most like mature of lenses. But
Yep, definitely. Well, you're spot on. When I was, you know, late teens and early 20s, there is no way that I would have had the discipline to go through university and learn what I did. You know, it's not that I didn't have the ability, but I just didn't have the drive or the inclination. Or, you know, it's too early in life for a lot of people, and particularly it was for me.
Yeah.
You know, just coming straight out of school to know exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, when I first started my bachelor, it was actually a Bachelor of Business.
Right.
Wow.
And one of my first subjects was Economics 101.
Yeah.
And by the end of the first lecture
Crazy.
in Economics 101, I made the decision to change my bachelor to purely economics.
Wow.
Because the whole thing just resonated with the way I was feeling, the way I was thinking. So that's why I did economics as opposed to a Bachelor of Business.
Yeah.
And as far as, you know, being a mature age student in university, I started at James Cook University up in Townsville, and
T-Town.
it was amazing. I was very accepted in so many ways, and I did a semester at Macquarie University.
Hey, shout out to Macquarie Uni, baby.
Yeah.
Alumni. Shout out to Lecturer Prashant for my Economics 101 too.
Yeah. But, and it was amazing how accepted I was there as well.
Yeah.
It was... you know, like I found it, it was good. It was very engaging. Like there was odd people that sort of, you know, gave a bit of that funny look. At the end of the day, it was great. I was, you know, like it was very engaging. It was good to, you know, at my age to be with people at university at the beginning of their journey, university journey, and or their life journey, really, as far as or adult life journey, and just engaging and talking and interacting, and it was it was good. I found it really good, and sort of you know, like I have my 3 children who are not children anymore, they're adults, but around the same age as you guys, so it was actually helpful to, you know, engage people outside of my family of that age to, you know, sort of get to know and
wow,
that's amazing.
understand them better.
Right? So you've done this like kind of reverse journey compared to us, where we've gone study first, get the experience after. You've gone, no, I'm going to go into the world now. I'm going to try a few things and then find out what's right for me. And like in your eyes, would you do it differently in the past? Would you think you could have went back to like uni earlier and done it and got the experience and then went into work after? Or, you know, what would you ever do it differently is what my question is.
With the knowledge I have now, the initial reaction would be, oh, yeah, I'd do something differently. But at the end of the day, I'll look back on what I've done in my life, and realistically, if I went through it all again, it would probably happen exactly the same way.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
You know, like it's good to look back and, you know, reflect and have a look and say, oh, maybe I might have done something differently.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, it happened for a reason. It happened
Love
the way
that.
it did.
Yeah.
No regrets.
For a very good reason. And
We all end up in the same places, you know?
well, I wouldn't be here sitting here today
God damn.
if every one of those things in my life
Definitely.
hadn't happened.
Yeah.
If one thing had been different, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
And this is the seat to be sitting on right now.
That's what Mark's saying. That's what Mark's saying. You know?
Yeah, it's we get through something on that though. We get through stages of our lives where we all look back and go, "Oh, geez, I wish I knew then what I know now." Right? But we never listened to our parents.
Ooh,
damn. That's true.
Wow.
Think about that one.
Yeah. Mark's like, I'm out of here, man. I gotta go. Do a little trip.
And on that note, what would you tell your 25-year-old Mark right now, given that the person you are now?
Wow, if I could go back and tell him, and I've actually thought about this recently, and I could say whatever I like, but 25-year-old Mark wouldn't listen.
Yeah, right.
Would never listen. You know, like, mind you, 25-year-old Mark did have a bit of an epiphany at about 25 of, you know, hitting a maturity. You know, like I was a father at that stage as well.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and at 25, but it was like, you know, almost like a switch had been flicked. You know, to gain some maturity in my life, and that's, I hear that's pretty typical of male. You know, males to sort of, it takes about till 25 to really hit maturity. But
would you say like some of the, were some of the factors that kind of help you switch there? Like, what kind of led you in that direction? At like 25, you're like, all right, cool. This is what's happening in my life. This is what I need to kind of start, you know, getting together.
Yeah, well, as I said, I was a father at that time. I was married. I had responsibilities of mortgage.
Yeah.
And, you know, children, child. And, you know, my second child was on the way by the time I was 25, 26. So, it just the responsibilities of life. You know, it's, I guess reality sort of dawned on me quite a bit. You know? It's all part of growing up, I guess. You can't just be born grown up.
Yeah.
You have to go through all the experiences.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's you know, prominent today as well. You know, like, we need to look at the whole of society. We can't just, like I say, be born
and
old.
Figure it all out.
We all need to go through the journey of life to learn things. You can't just know it straight out.
Yeah.
And what do you see with your kids now, or just kids in general at that age? Do you see there's a shift in culture and society where people are not getting married, or getting married and having responsibilities, buying a house and things like that? Like, are you from your seat right now?
Yeah, this is a big subject that I see. You know, as it stands at the moment, whilst we live in Australia, you know, without a doubt, no shadow of a doubt, the best country in the world.
Amen.
There's no two ways about it. But there's lots of headwinds as it stands at the moment. Like, where, you know, there's so many things that we're, particularly our young people, are led to believe is, you know, things are not going to be so great in the future. You know, one of them in particular is, by the time I was 24, I had a mortgage.
Yeah.
You know, and a child. I was a father. In this day and age, it's, you know, you're talking into your 30s.
Yeah.
And it's also very, it's not facilitated, and doesn't seem to be our authorities, our governments or anything, doing anything about it to increase the viability of our next generation to get themselves into their own home, which at the end of the day is a right. It's or at least the opportunity to be able to buy your own home is a right, particularly in Australia. You know, we're a wealthy country. All our younger generation should be in their own homes, you know, or at least have the ability or the opportunity to go and get a mortgage and buy their own home. And that hasn't been happening at the moment.
Right.
And that's something that is, I believe, disheartening for the current generation. Because, you know, you look at you're earning good money, you're well educated, highly intelligent, and there is so many of the next generation that are highly intelligent, but the opportunities are diminishing.
Yeah.
And I think we need to look at ways of turning that around and giving the opportunity back to your generation. Like, you're entitled to it. You're Australian. You know, like, as an Australian, you're all entitled to, you know, the opportunity of being able to own your own home. When something I've learnt is you can't force people, younger generation, older anybody, to be somebody they're not.
Yeah.
What I've learnt in life is it's best to accept people for who they are, not who you expect them to be.
Yeah.
Or, you know, sort of, if you have a relationship with someone and you know, it could be family, it could be anybody really.
Yeah.
If you want to have a good, honest relationship with that person, accept them for who they are. You don't try and give them rules and regulations or conditions on them being a friend to you.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're a friend, a true friend, you accept someone for who they are.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we tend to spend a lot of our lives trying to condition other people to like us and befriend us. And that comes basically down to a human being is a naturally conceived and subsequently born attention-seeking machine.
Yeah.
It's what we do from the moment we're conceived. You know, like, ask any mother. She'll tell you the moment they're conceived, that we are extremely demanding. And it's attention. We're demanding attention all the time. And then, you know, when we're born, when we're hungry, you know, we cry.
Some of us still do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know about that.
But when we're two, we have the terrible twos and that sort of thing. And it leads to attention seeking. Well, all of our human behaviour comes from attention seeking, and our interaction with other people is the way that we get that attention, we receive that attention. And what if you're conditioned right from a very young age to receive that attention that you seek in from negative behaviour, you're going to continue with the negative behaviour.
Yeah, right.
And that's what I see a lot of at the moment. You know, there's lots of ADHD, attention deficit disorder. And, you know, like, that's very prominent. It's probably the most prominent condition with kids at the moment. But then we've got to look at society and go, well, hang on, both parents are now working. No wonder the kid wants attention. You know, like, because it requires two people to pay for one household.
Yeah, right.
And so what we've done is we've taken the parent, both parents, and the child doesn't get any attention anymore from their parents.
Yeah, that's facts. Just on that, from what I'm hearing, it's like we only know what we know. And what I mean by that is, like, through our upbringing, through our environment that we grow up in, the people that we hang out, the people that we look up to, has changed from generation to generation. I can only imagine when you were growing up, you would have certain people that you look up to, i.e. your parent, your caregivers, your parents, and potentially people in the community, maybe someone on TV or the radio. Whereas now in our generation, fast forward however many years, and we've got so many influences from social media and all these, you know, strangers, these celebrity figures on the internet, and kids now these days are not only looking or listening to their parents, because who listens to their parents growing up, it's looking at these public figures, and also the grasp of knowledge is just at a touch of a button. So you can literally go on Google or YouTube and learn how to do things yourself. So my point being is the influence of your parent or their caregiver is now gone, and it's actually kids are forming their own identity, their own opinions. So
such an early age as well.
Yeah, and so how do you know? How do kids? Basically, what I'm getting at is, how do kids know what to believe in, or what's the right thing to believe in? Because now there's so many influences There's no one source of truth. It's a great thing that people can and seek knowledge, but it's not just we're grabbing attention from everywhere.
Man.
Yeah.
How do you feel
what
about
you
that?
have to be aware of with the influencers, what are they ultimately seeking apart from monetary benefit, like earning money from it?
Yeah.
What are they ultimately seeking?
Following attention.
That's what it's all about. It's attention, and so many people see the way that they're gaining attention, and because we're all attention-seeking machines,
Just keep doing the same thing to get
we imitate what they do.
Yeah.
And this is not, I don't believe, in the best interest of our future of our society.
It also brings up an interesting point around the role of a parent in today's society as opposed to what it was in the past, because like you were saying, we're influenced in so many different directions now as adults, as children, whatever it may be, as developing humans. Whereas in the past, the parent was on a pedestal, the holder of knowledge, the holder of wealth, the protector, the provider, the everything, right? We're going through this phase right now where I think some parents hold on to that position of authority and that position of I'm the parent, I know everything, you're a child, you're going to listen to me type of thing. Because I think maybe we need to evolve a bit out of that in some respect. And
that's huge. Because just to add to that, because I could definitely relate to that in a different sense that I'm only now starting to see some of that realization that the humanization of my parents, to be oh yeah, no, my mom was just figuring it out. My parents were just figuring it out. When I was a kid, it was just, okay, they know what to do because it looks right. And now I'm kind of looking at it oh no, they were just telling me that because that's what worked for them. And now I'm just kind of going at it oh, right. And I think one thing that kind of has helped a lot of, I kind of see some of that budding relationship with a lot of young people and their parents. In that they're learning with their parents on social media, because parents are now on social media as well, and they're going, oh right, that's something that my child cares about, or that's something how my child thinks. You know what I mean? So that I can start to see now that my mom's able to go, oh hey, that's something I didn't consider about you, or I now regret the way I kind of taught you that thing. And it's really cool to see that. And I think in the same sense, and I'm sure Mark, you can attest to this, because I can tell that you're kind of tech savvy, and that parents or the old generations who do try to make that stretch to be all right, cool, let me get online, let me see what's out there, let me keep an open mind, is huge. Because the thing is, at the same time, while there's a lot of things that are trying to get our attention, and Mark, you said there's a lot of opportunities that are getting diminished by for some of the growing generations, I do think that we're also frozen by the privilege of choice, in that there's so much out there. It's kind of hard for the young generation to be well, what do I listen to, and who actually am I?
Who do I listen to?
And what is actually right. And that's where a lot of the times that you have this a lot of young people have a dilemma at the moment. It's what do I actually do, and why do I actually do it?
Mark, what do you think the role of a parent is into today's household, into today's children's lives?
The role of the parent should be the same as what it's always been, to care for their children unconditionally. And in doing so is understanding, I guess, that we're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. Our children are never going to be perfect. Our parents are not perfect. Everybody gets things wrong. Nobody gets it 100% right. And if we focus on that and continue to focus on that, and I believe we are doing that, not just my generation as well, we're all focused on what we've done wrong in the past as it stands at the moment. And I don't think that's the best for anybody. What we need to do is acknowledge our past. It's not perfect, but it has led to who I am today, and then move forward. Think about what you can do in the future. Change your future. You can't change your past.
One of the things that's I've been able to pick up from you, Mark, is that it's kind of never too late to learn, and that like if you keep an open mind, then you kind of make progress in the future. So on that note,
Yes, speaking of progress,
I want to kind of go into our next little segment about Money Maker Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of know that you've got your hand in a few different baskets.
Ching, ching.
So we'd love for you to kind of shed light on what's been keeping your mind active and what you're trying to do for the future.
Yeah, well, my first big enterprise, I guess, was a home brew shop.
Yeah.
Homebrew beer and lots of spirits and that sort of thing.
You're making hooch, my man. What were you?
Moonshine.
Yeah, well, I wasn't making any hooch or moonshine. that would be illegal.
Feds, you could turn it off.
But yeah, the home brew shop I had was up in Townsville, and it was like a big business for a long time for a small business, not big business, but it was a small business. I employed a number of people for many years, and had it was lots of innovation. It suited me because I was able to innovate in a lot of things. There was a lot of people in the mid-90s were going into kegging systems in Townsville, so they could have their beer on tap at home.
Right.
Homebrew their beer and then put it into the kegs and just have it on tap.
Nice.
So that was a big one. I actually picked up about 8,000 kegs.
Damn.
Which were the old soft drink post-mix tanks, stainless steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was 8,000 of them available in Adelaide.
How the fuck did you get them to town?
And they're not cheap.
Yeah, no. I went to Adelaide, purchased the whole 8,000, and then had them shipped back in a truck. Took 2,000 a truck I could get, so it was 4 trucks, 4 big full semis. Took them up to Townsville, and then I sold them into Townsville. Plus, then I developed my own beer pack, which it was a mixture of the malt, the yeast pack, and the hops. And that with the developed beer packs, I developed the customers, and they kept buying my beer pack. So it was a fully developed business through that.
Damn. And do you have any of that left over for anyone trying to get a taste?
Yeah, no, not at this stage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there was various changes in my life that happened, and which led to me going to university. Studying at university after that. So.
The feds were on you, man. You had to switch up the profession, But actually, before we get into your next venture, have you always been a hustler, Mark? You always been out here just kind of... Yeah. No, but have you always kind of been into, business and making your own money, making your own way?
Yeah, I guess so. Like my first jobs, when I was late teens, early 20s, I guess were mostly sales positions.
Right.
Because at that time, in sales positions, you could make good money.
Yeah.
Commission.
Traveling, you also got a company car.
Yeah.
So, which was a big expense.
Pretty ideal,
which was safe. So yeah, I suppose, from a lot of sales training, it's sort of, my life's developed from there. And
is that where you got your voice from? The sales training?
This is the voice.
I suppose I got to thank my parents for that. It's a gift.
I'm not going to lie. You
It
could have sold me anything back in the 90s with that voice, and I would have bought it for sure.
Would you like to buy batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amen. But what's on the radar right now for you in terms of businesses, my man?
Well, at the moment, I'm just test flighting an application for driver share service. You know how Uber has ride share?
Yeah.
They've just recently bought Car Next Door.
Yes.
And they're calling it Uber Car Share.
Yeah.
Well, I've jumped one step ahead and gone with driver share.
Damn, this is 2049, guys.
Yeah, catch up. It ain't mustard. Let's go.
Well, essentially, what driver share is, it's called Demand a Driver Share Service.
Yeah.
Or
Dads.
DADS, D-A-D-S-S.
Yeah,
Does have a double D, DADS. And essentially what I do is I come and drive your vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, there's various scenarios for that. If you've been out drinking and you've got your car with you, you need to get home. No drink driving. I'm totally against drink driving.
Yeah.
So I come and drive you and your vehicle home.
Yeah.
And then I catch an Uber back to my vehicle.
Nice.
So that's a driver share service. If you need to get your car to the mechanic, and you can't get it there yourself, I come and drive your vehicle to the mechanic, or you might need it picked up, and your time is valuable.
Yeah.
You're at work or whatever, you can't do it.
Get a dad's.
Get a driver to do it. Get a dad's driver to do it.
Not bad.
My signature service is young families when you're going to the airport. If you've got kids in safety seats, to get to the
it's a big
airport
one.
it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So what I do is I come to your place and drive you and your family in your family vehicle. Drop you off at the airport.
Yep.
When you take your vehicle back to your place, secure it. When you come back, I come and pick up your vehicle, come and pick you up from the airport. The kids love it. It's like I've been doing quite a few jobs. The kids, they see their own car and they just go, ah. Yeah, especially after a long flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I pick you up at the airport, take your vehicle back to your place, or drive you back to your place, and away you go.
Wow.
And then my vehicle's already there at your place. So
The Matrix.
I just
Yeah.
It's already
So-
done.
2 steps ahead. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
There you go. 1-800 call your dads.
That number's not operational. No, not yet. But
See, it's a scalable business as well,
Yeah.
because it'll work here in Sydney. If it works here in Sydney, it'll work in Brisbane, or work in
It'll work
Melbourne,
anywhere, really.
and then any city really
Yeah.
in the world. It will, work extremely well with. And it's not going to be just limited to motor cars.
Yeah.
As it grows, it will be boats.
Damn.
oof.
Yeah.
And
Jeez.
the ultimate, and this would be big in Europe, aircraft.
My
Step one.
dog, call the
Step one.
chopper.
Buy a boat. Step 2, call dads.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, that's the future of it. It's
That's huge.
and that's what it's moving towards.
Imagine you got Lewis Hamilton to be one of your dad's drivers.
Yeah.
Just-
You know what I'd really like? Daniel Ricciardo.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
big
it's a
one.
call out.
And he's a good chat too.
Ricky,
You
yeah.
got good banter.
Yeah. We go
Yeah,
way
yeah.
back with Danny. We'll hit him up. We'll,
Yeah,
no, we
yeah.
actually don't, Mark. We have no idea. He has no idea.
Yeah,
He will soon.
But he'll
If
be
he
watching
happens
this.
to see Daniel Ricciardo, if we mention his name, you might actually see this
Yeah,
podcast.
man.
Yeah.
So
Daniel
Daniel
Ricciardo.
Ricciardo.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Daniel Ricciardo, there we got it.
But he would be a great
Yeah, for
person
sure.
to promote a driver share service.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. He could
Good.
even do it on the side when he's not driving.
That's
you know,
it.
just
Yeah,
come
yeah,
through
that's
and-
it. Yeah.
You can almost have like the stick, like Top Gear. Everyone wears a helmet and a suit, and you
Yeah.
don't know if it's Daniel Ricciardo in your car. It could be you, it could be me.
Yeah.
But then if you're lucky enough, at the end he flicks off his little,
Yeah.
helmet, and it's him.
Masked
Wow.
driver.
Yeah, a mass driver.
Could you imagine if like you've been out, you had a few drinks, and you want to get your car home, and you got a nice Audi, or
yeah.
and the driver shows up and it's Daniel Ricciardo.
That'd be crazy, man.
That's a party.
yeah.
What would you do?
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm like, keep driving, Daniel. Don't go home.
How about the kids? If you might have
Hey, what
a
kids,
young
man?
one in a safety seat, but you
Yeah.
might have some older ones that
That
are
know
7
him.
or 8 years old
Yeah.
that are into their Formula One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Daniel
true.
Ricciardo shows up. What?
Damn.
Pretty cool.
It's crazy.
How good would that be?
Mark, I'm not gonna lie, you've been saying Daniel Ricciardo a lot, my man. You're trying to get our boy to see it. I like it. I like it a lot.
That's
So
what a great note to end on. It's like it's never too late to chase your dreams, to have a side hustle, start a podcast, have vulnerable conversations,
Yeah.
and do that.
Do something good,
Yeah.
Do
Add
something
some
good.
positivity to the world.
Because Lord knows we need it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I can say thank you. Thank you very much for
No.
Please.
having
No,
me
thank
along
you,
and-
Mark.
and
Pleasure's
listening
ours.
to everything that I've got to say, and
Yeah.
I just hope that anything that I've said and whatever can go a long way to closing the gap
Yeah.
between
I
all the
believe so.
divisions
I
that we
believe it
have in
will.
this country.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. Mark,
Yeah.
I mean, look, the thanks is all due from us to you. You've really, you gave up your time in a day. You gave Moneymaker Mark gave up some money,
Yeah.
to be onto this podcast and to give us your time and perspective. So thank you so much for doing that. Off the back of a chance meeting in an Uber as well. We
Crazy.
had that Uber ride, and then I think we hit you up like 4 months later. You picked up the phone. You gave
Yeah.
us the time.
Pick
So
up the phone, baby.
appreciate you so much for doing that. And look, as a kind of a theme and like a custom. Sorry, thank you, Khan, for us ending the podcast. We like to throw to our guests to kind of share a bit of wisdom and share a quote. So, without further ado, please, Mark, take us home.
Yeah, nobody's born old. It's a journey.
Facts.
It is a journey indeed. Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Cheers.
Guys, thank
Thanks,
you for
guys.
tuning in. We've got another episode coming very, very, very soon. Peace and love. See you soon.
Pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thanks so much, Mark.
Mark, thank you so much, man.
No worries.
Thanks so much. I appreciate that.
Cheers, eh? Cheers.